And before the level even has a chance to start, we got a cutscene. Yeah, you remember back in Witchy World where we set that camel free, and I kind of skipped over the dialogue, but he mentioned that he was headed over to the lava world? Well, now we're in the lava world, and here he is. He's just gonna sit there for a while. I won't be heading into this area until later, because I got other things to do. But, anyways, after this really obnoxiously long loading screen finishes... Ahem. Thank you. Welcome to Hailfire Peaks, home of, well, hail and fire and pretty good music. I definitely 100% had the music from this level as a ringtone for a while. Funny story about that is, I specifically had the saxophone part as my ringtone, and I was with my family, and I get a phone call, and all of a sudden my parents both start laughing really hard, and I'm going, what's so funny? They apparently thought that the saxophone was fart noises, and my ringtone was farts. And I was like, what? My parents aren't big fans of video game music. I keep trying to show them stuff, even orchestrated stuff that I could fool them into thinking isn't from a video game, but whatever. So as you can see here, this is where I get almost triple-hitted. Had I landed in the lava, which was very close by, that definitely would have happened. And yeah, full disclosure, you are getting post-commentary for this and the next two segments. Basically, I recorded a whole bunch of footage, and... oh, hold on, something cool's about to happen. Get over to the flight pad. Interception. Yeah, that's gonna be one of many deaths in this segment, just fair warning. So where was I? Oh yes, post-commentary. So I finished recording a significant amount of footage, and then all of a sudden I realized that my recording software decided that it did not believe in microphones that day, so I have all this footage and I guess I'm just gonna have to talk over it a second time, so hopefully it'll be okay. As you saw previously, while in this level, there is a fire dragon who does not take kindly to your presence on his volcano and will rain down terror on you constantly until you go and take care of him. Luckily, he's really dumb, and not only does he think you're a pizza delivery boy, which I'm not sure why you would shoot fireballs at your pizza delivery boy in the first place, but he also gave us access to the only flight pad in the level, which is the only way we're able to get to him and beat him. Obviously, we're using ice eggs to defeat him here, so earlier when I said, hey, we probably won't ever use ice eggs, I was only sort of lying. But yeah, he's got these cannons set up here, which I have no idea why they're aimed at him. That's another good question. But yeah, it's a fairly simple boss fight. All you gotta do is keep firing ice eggs at him when he's not attacking, and then try to not get hit by his tongue. Or get hit by his tongue twice, like I just did. That was a pretty impressive maneuver on his part. Ah, jeez, he got 3 hits in. I'm actually farting eggs into the cannon. Number 1, for the humor variety, because I'm once again defeating my enemies by farting at them. And also because it's slightly faster. But ever so slightly, because I still can't get 4 hits in during one amount of time in which I'm allowed to shoot at him. So yeah, this whole fight was over pizza, and since we hit him a number of times, he's like, screw this, I'm going to Witchy World. So that's at least 3 characters in this game that are fans of the most disgusting burger in the known Banjo universe. I call it the Nasty Patty. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so here is where I explore and get lost and then die again. That's about all there is to say about that. So then after I respawn and come here, I decide to take a little more different approach. Gotta collect those notes, because while they are very easy to find and they're pretty much all in your way and you don't really have to go searching for them that much, because you rarely get into a situation where you're like, oh man, jam dress, I don't have enough notes. You might forget some. I gotta say, as much as I enjoy this level and The fact that they combine ice and fire into one level, which I'm not really sure if many... Oh... That hand always takes me by surprise, every time. It's just right off the edge and the camera doesn't go it, and you know what? Screw it, I'm not going that way. That Jam Jar's move is for Banjo only anyway. So instead, we're gonna go into this red room. I guess we're gonna be developing some photographs or something. Oh, or maybe just being unable to breathe. Why am I unable to breathe inside a volcano? Maybe it's because there's a lot of sulfuric gases inside a volcano, which is why a lot of if you're around a volcanic eruption, a lot of times you'll get the smell of some rotting eggs, which is the sulfur coming off of the mountain. But maybe it's more of a, you're inside of a volcano, it's so hot you can't stay in here for very long. I'm not really sure what they were going for here. Just a cheap way to put you in a sense of urgency, despite the fact that you're much more likely to die from that super annoying imp. This level is probably home to two of the most annoying enemies in the entire game. Those imps that constantly fly around, and those fire hands that come out and try to grab you, and most of the time they're just there to make you go slow, which is why I really despise them. Disguise them? Whatever. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of switches, and all of them are in Roman numerals. I guess that means that this is a more primitive society. Then again, we've also got a modern society in Gruntilda Industries, a much more primitive society in Pterodactyl Land, and something in between those two with Mayhem Temple, but whatever. Actually, it probably wouldn't even be that difficult to put all the levels in this sort of chronological order of when they would probably take place, but I highly doubt that these people are time people. I highly doubt that a bear and bird are going to be time traveling to get jiggies in this game, because if that were the case, we'd just go back in time and drop an even larger rock on top of Gruntilda after we beat her in the first game. Now you get to watch me miss easy jumps multiple times. That is one of at least 2 times I missed that jump trying to get over here. Luckily for me, well, actually not luckily for me. When I die here, I spawn at the beginning of the level, so I'm just cutting to when I make it back to the volcano. Also, here's me attempting to kill the thing and it doesn't work, and then I do a little you spin me right round, baby, right round thing, and then just get tired and kill him. Alright. Missing another easy jump. Alright, gotta get back up. I don't know. I could blame the camera angle, I could blame a lot of other things, but we're just here to get to that jiggy switch so we can get our first jiggy of this segment about 8 minutes in. Hey, there's worse things have happened in levels that I've come into. And then we get platforms that lead to some signs that don't really do much of anything. Don't really have much to say about that. Then I go over here and I'm wondering, hey, I wonder if I can get to the green room. I mean, teal room? Whatever. Then I realize I can't, so I leave. Now that we're back out here on the lava side, let's see what more trouble we can get into while we're out here. Well, aside from killing ourselves again, because that's always a given. Time for some more misdirection and getting lost. Or more like, I'll head towards this area. Nope, never mind. And then go walking off somewhere else. Now that I think about it, it's probably time to go ahead and go to that Jam Jars move. Now that I think about it, there's actually only 3 moves left in the game, and they are a Kazooie only and 2 Banjo only moves. So we have all of the Banjo and Kazooie by themselves. Blah, 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 blah. We have all of the moves for Banjo and Kazooie together, so that's kind of nice to know. This is the part where I complain about the hands again, whilst forgetting that I can just jump over them with my super amazing double jump. Don't worry, I'll figure it out eventually. So I come up here, and then I remember, oh yeah, Jam Jars is 1 level below me. Now how much of this area can I skip without having to go through it again? I guess I'll jump off of... here. Oh, right! I have a double jump. I can jump over these guys. There we go. That's a lot easier to do. Phew! Oh no, watch out for that hand. Oh my gosh, I totally almost got hit by it again, didn't I? Alright, let's talk to Jam Jars. 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 Okay. Only took 5 tries that time. This game, man. Did I do something horrible to these people at the start of the game to make them not want to talk to me? Oh, whoops, forgot to do the song. You use this to make you small and go into places so you won't get hurt at all. Hey, actually made it rhyme that time. So yeah, Shack Pack. It's a little forgetful, but you do get to make a little funny noise when you jump around. Also, I took a nap there because I completely forgot that Jam Jars heals you when you learn a new move. And since I am healed, why not take unnecessary risks and take a whole bunch of damage? That's always fun. So now that we have our Shack Pack move, we're going to be heading back to this area that we were up here in this corner. That way we can use our new Shack Pack move. One thing I really appreciate in games is where it's a little hard to describe, but they make a good use of the controller. Like, for example, in Donkey Kong 64, there's a different move for pushing Z and then down, left, right, up, basically all the C buttons. This game does that too, as I was just showcasing off while I was just standing there in front of the hands. You have a move for down, left, and right, and we'll be getting up in the next move. So yeah, Shack Pack allows me to go into this really, really hot water. We grab a fish that is dead, and a Jinjo that for some reason is not dead. Not really sure how that works, but hey, we completed the Green Jinjo family, so that's always nice. I believe we have all of the first 5 families in ascending order of number of family members completed. I'm ready to take bets on which family is going to be completed last, because I haven't finished the game yet, obviously. I'm thinking purple. That's just my guess, though. You can skip ahead to the end of the LP, and if I end up being wrong, then you can ridicule me endlessly, and then brag about how you somehow predicted it, somehow. Anyways, let's get the band? Yeah, let's get the band back together, and we're finally going to head on into the icy side of Hailfire Peaks. And it takes a long time to load, like always. You remember those aliens from Jolly Roger's Lagoon? You know how I mentioned that they would be back again? Well, they're back again. They must have gone to the icy side to get more ice to fuel their ship? I don't know, there's all that snow-like texture on top of the ship. They figured they could just use that. Also, these aliens are terrible people because they're just going to leave this guy for dead. Bye! Maybe it was all a plan. It was a conspiracy to kill this guy and his entire family. Because, spoiler alert, there are 3 alien kids that belong to this person as well. Although they do all have teleportation devices, so if he was smart, instead of like reaching for a parachute cord or something, he could have just reached for a teleportation device or something. I don't know.